So we are continuing on with our, I guess, phase of redoing past drafts. It's always good to go back and revisit drafts just to see if they truly turned out to be really good drafts or bad drafts. And so in this video today, we are going over the 2022 draft for the Washington Commanders. And welcome back. I am your host, Greg, and this channel is dedicated to news and commentary for the Washington Commanders. If you're down with that, please make sure you have subscribed, and when you do, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any other video releases. If you want to support this channel in other ways other than just merely subscribing, you can become a channel member. We can always appreciate channel members here, and we'll actually try to come out with special membership perks for that as well. If you want to support us and save money at the same time, please go and visit our partners here with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile has come here to save the day and to save you a lot of money on your wireless bill. So why don't you check that?
Thought to yourself, why in the f is my wireless cell phone bill so high? What are you paying all of that money for? Well, at Mint Mobile, you can get all of those features for a fraction of the cost. They are built on the nation's largest 5G network, and they keep their costs low because they directly sell to you. Switching to Mint Mobile is so easy. It took me less than 15 minutes using Mint Mobile's eSIMs card. And if you don't have an eSIMs card with your cell phone, just get in touch with Mint Mobile and they'll send you a SIMs card through the mail absolutely free. Big Wireless wants you to think that they are the only game in town, but let's send them packing. Switch to Mint Mobile today. Go to our link down at the bottom in the description. Try mintmobile.com/maniacs to get started today. And get this special offer for new customers. Get any plan on Mint Mobile for $15 a month. That's right, $15 a month for any plan on Mint Mobile, but you gotta act now. Now let's get back into the podcast.
Mint Mobile can save you a lot of money, so check them out. Link is in the description below. So we are talking about the 2022 draft for the Washington Commanders. Again, this is a draft under former head coach Ron Rivera. We've went over the 2020 draft and the 2021 draft. If you want to watch those videos, please check those out. Probably before you get to this one. But regardless, let's just go back and review who we drafted in 2022. So first round, we got Jahan Dotson, who I am still very high on. I think Jahan Dotson can be the 1B to Terry McLaurin. I know a lot of people started saying, oh, Terry McLaurin is not a number one wide receiver. I think you're full of it. Terry McLaurin is definitely a number one wide receiver. And I think Jahan Dotson, I know he kind of took a little bit of a nosedive. But at the same time, I think this past year shows you why you need to invest in your offensive line, because it really affects the rest of your offense. And so Jahan Dotson, I still think, is a fabulous pick in the first round. Then Phidarian Mathis, of course. Phidarian Mathis, I think he was one of those picks that, because we felt like we were not going to re-sign Deron Payne, that he was going to be Deron Payne's replacement. I really believe that. And so you go and you pick Phidarian Mathis in the second round, and he's barely played for us. He had that awful injury in the first year of his career, and he just hasn't really, he's not done anything for us. Honestly, he's not done anything for us. And so Phidarian Mathis, bum pick. Brian Robinson Jr., this is a great pick. Really love BR Jr. B-Rob, I think, has been a fabulous pick. I love this pick. And I think that, and this came in, of course, of that big old trade from St. Louis, or not St. Louis, New Orleans. And So I love the Brian Robinson pick. Percy Butler, he's been okay. I don't mind the pick. I think the jury is still out for Percy Butler, but I don't think I would necessarily call him a wasted pick just yet, but could be coming. Sam Howell, I mean, again, all right, now I know a lot of people, I felt like this was the steal of the draft, and we talked about this before this past season, that Sam Howell was the steal of the draft in 2022, and he played well. Like, he played well in his debut against the Cowboys at the end of that 2022 season, and then he played well through half of the season last year until things just kind of caught up with him. And honestly, I feel like I just feel like he was misused. Really feel like he was misused. Eric Bieniemy just did not really do anything for the development of Sam Howell whatsoever. And but then again, was it a wasted pick? He was a 5th round pick, and we wound up getting a 3rd round, right? So Sam Howell, wish him luck. I still think he can be pretty successful in the NFL. Another 5th rounder, Cole Turner, which to me has been so underutilized. The weird thing with Cole Turner is the fact that he has, the times that he has come in, he's played well as far as a pass receiving tight end. Now, I know that the knock on him was his blocking ability, but, Cole Turner's been healthy scratches last year. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it whatsoever. I don't know whose decision it was to just bench him, but I think Cole Turner can still be a good player in the NFL. So I'm so shocked, really. Chris Paul has had limited experience with us. He's come in and he started a couple of times at left guard for the Washington Commanders, but obviously he's probably going to be replaced this year, to be honest with you. And then Christian Holmes, cornerback, just not have seen anything out of Christian Holmes as of yet. So, and I'm not even sure if he's going to be on the team this year. So there is the 2022 draft that has been revisited. So now what we want to do, we want to actually go in and see if we can do a better job of drafting than what Ron Rivera and company did. Do you think we can do that? Excuse me. Let me say that again without, burping. Golly. Do you think we can do that? I think we can. I think we can, folks. So here we go. Okay, so we're going to go with the fast draft again because I don't want this to turn into like a 30-minute video. And so we're going to enter the draft room. This is the 2022 draft. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 6 draft picks. But, okay. So we're drafting at number 11. Here we go. Let's see who is on. Already, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, soon-to-be Super Bowl champions. They want to offer us a plethora of draft picks. A 1st rounder, a 3rd, a 5th, a 7th, and future draft picks. A 2nd rounder, a 4th, and 3 7ths. So we would certainly be able to pick up a lot more draft picks, but I want to pick in the 1st round, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so here are the suggestions for us. Now, keep in mind, the New Orleans Saints traded with us to move up to get Chris Olive. So we're not, of course, we're probably not going to get a B-Rob here. We'll see. Okay, so you know what? I'm picking Chris Olive because I can. Because we're probably not going to be able to get Jahan Dotson. And so we're going into the 2nd round. The Patriots want to trade 2nd rounders and then give us a 4th and a 6th. Why not? We're going to go ahead and accept that. But I'm not going to accept any other. I am going to also trade back again with Tampa Bay. So we're picking up more draft picks in here. All right, folks, this is ridiculous. I want to actually pick. Okay. So the only suggestion here is another safety, Jaquan Brisker. Who else we got? We got a tight end, offensive tackle. We got a linebacker, but we picked a pretty good linebacker in the last draft. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Kenneth Walker III, Josh Pascal. Excuse me, I am going to go with the safety. And so here we go to the 91st overall pick. As you can see, I start to get tired of all of these trade scenarios after about 3 rounds. Who do we have for suggestions? We got a couple of cornerbacks. We got a linebacker, inside outside linebacker. Marcus Jones. Let's go Marcus Jones, corner. It's A+ pick, baby. Okay. No, I don't want any future picks. The only suggestion, Cole Strange. I would pick him probably just because of the name. Cole Strange, not Cole Strange. Come on, Greg. Cole Strange. I would rename him Cole. Cole Strange, dude. Greg Dolkashi. I'm trying to see if I recognize some of these names from that draft. We have drafted a lot of corners and linebackers, wide receivers. I am going to go against the grain. I'm going with an edge. It's a B+, but hey. No. Okay. We're at pick 127. Got Ed Ingram, inside outside linebacker. What is the other suggestions? Brandon Smith, linebacker. Corner. Okay. I'm going to go with inside outside linebacker. It's A+. Okay. Now we're at pick 189, folks. 189. And we're still going here. Oh, I don't want any future picks. I don't want any. No, okay. 189. I always like to have depth on the offensive line, so I'm going to pick Braxton Jones, offensive tackle. Ooh, got some future picks, but we also got, we could pick up a another 6th rounder and a 7th rounder. I'm going to do that because you start off with just 6 picks. Okay, so we got suggestions of Bailey Zappi. You remember in the 2020 draft we drafted Joe Burrow, but I think Zappi could be good as a backup. I think we need a good backup, so we're drafting him as a backup. And then we're coming back and we are going to draft a inside-outside linebacker, and Latavius Smith, because I'm a Hokie. Well, I'm not really a Hokie, but I'm Hokie at heart. Kansas City wants to move up to 230 and give us an extra 7th rounder. Why not? It's all about draft picks. Okay, so here we are. We got linebacker, inside-outside linebacker, offensive tackle, cornerback. And we still got 4 more picks left, folks. So I'm picking the top of this draft board at tight end. I'm picking another linebacker. And I'm picking another Gosh, am I going to have all these tight ends? Yes. And then Devontae Price or Aaron Hunsford, linebacker. Picking Hunsford. And so here we go, folks. So this is what Greg's version of the 2022 draft looks like. It is Chris Olive, wide receiver, Jaquan Brisker, safety, Marcus Jones, corner, Majaya Sanders at edge, Ed Ingram, inside-outside linebacker, Braxton Jones, offensive tackle, Bailey Zappi, backup quarterback, Latavius Smith, inside-outside linebacker, Grant Calcaterra, tight end, Cade Mays, inside-outside linebacker, James Mitchell, tight end, again from the Hokies, and rounding out Aaron Hunsford, linebacker. So, folks, how did I do? I know I went heavy on linebackers, but I think it's always important to look at guys like, especially in the linebacker position and the offensive line as well. And so, and of course, edge. You like having some guys that you can rotate in on that defensive line. So, folks, how did I do? Let me know in the comments below if you agree with this redo of the 2022 draft. If not, let me know as well. And with that said, I will see you in the next one. Take care, folks.